Hello, this is an LC Creations tutorial here. Today I'm going to teach you guys about the world.zt2 file in Tycoon 2, which controls things I'm going to explain to you. And it is not about the terrain, it is about the other parts of the zoo, I'll show you later. Okay, so first we're going to head on over to, you remember what I showed you in the last lesson or whatever. We're gonna head on over to that location. So again, just go to run and type in app data, and then go that, and then you're gonna go again to Microsoft Games Zoo Tycoon 2, and I'm gonna go to HL map and then saved, and basically that's for now, that's all I'm gonna do. And so I'm gonna go into here and I'm gonna load this zoo here. Again, you'd open it with 7-zip. I am gonna put that in the description for this one too, just in case someone didn't see the previous tutorial. If you did not see the previous tutorial, I highly suggest you to see it, because you will not understand this as good. So go into saved and then open the world.zt2 file with Notepad, like I said in the other one. Now when you open it again, like I showed you last time, this is what you see. You see all this stuff. So I'm gonna show you basically what all this stuff does and what the world.zt2 file does. So basically what it does is it controls the name of your zoo, the economy, the fame, and what objects have been placed in your zoo. Everything but the terrain features and what the terrain looks like. So, now, first you see, we're not going to go through like the whole entire thing because that's ridiculous, but the top is important. So, you see this here, and then this here. If you didn't know this, if you actually change this to campaign, you can change it to money, but you don't probably want to do that. And anyway, so if you go to ZT map data, and then you'll see this kind of list here, and then it says map name Boral Big. That's like the code name of the zoo it starts out with. And then you can go map size large. That doesn't change the size of your zoo though. It'll show you all this stuff, and then you can go down here and it'll show you this is like the time that your zoo has had, I don't know. And then there's the fame. So if you actually change this number, this isn't like, I think it's, if you do 1, 5, then that's 1.5, and then I think that's how it moves. Either that or it's 1 through 10. I'm not sure though. I believe it's 1 through 10. And then that's that right there. Yeah, it's gonna be 1 through 10 because 1, it's half star right now. So number of half stars. So if you can probably, sorry about that, you can change this, and then it'll probably go back down because you don't have the right requirements in your zoo though. Let me see. And then default zoo name, zoo maps, Boral Big. If you go here, this can, if you can actually use this to change your zoo name. And then this is, I don't think you can really change that stuff, but like I said, I'm just showing you what this is. And even though you can't really change it and it's not really that important, it can be important because it helps you understand the file a lot better. Trust me, it just does. And so then you can also zoom down, and there are actually some things that you can change in here. If you pause the game and save it and know your exact amount of money that you have in the zoo, say if it's a campaign game, you can actually go into here where it says BFG economy incon data, and in one of these that says this, you can find one of these and you can change. Now I've done it before, so I know you can do it. It's just you'd have to go here and figure it out. And here's cache. This is the total users. You just have to find the right one, and that depends on the one you search in here. So you'd have to know the exact amount of money you have and then find it, and then pretty much that's it. After that, then you'd save the file, and then in the I'll show you that in a later tutorial. Now down here, this is going to be important to the when we get into the terrain.dat file. So the terrain.dat file, like I said, that controls the the terrain of a zoo and the height. So when it chooses this file, this file tells what file is going, what .dat file will control what the terrain features are. So it says ter file terrain. Shoot, I hate when it does this. Sorry. Sorry. Ter file terrain.dat. So if you actually change the name of this terrain.dat, say file.dat, and then you change this to file.dat, it'll still go to the same thing. But if you change that, then it'll corrupt it. But you can still go into the zoo, you just have to redo the terrain, and it'll actually save a new terrain file. And then when you go over here, this is a big huge long list, and down here, shoot, there's somewhere in here, and it basically it's right after this. It has a big huge list of all the zoo walls, and if you actually deleted them all, you could get some pretty cool results instead of having to delete them all individually. Or you could replace them all, and here it is. No, it's not. Okay, actually I already deleted them in this file, but you'll find a big huge long list, and I'll show you in a different zoo tutorial. It'll kind of look like this, but a big huge long list, but it'll say zoo wall, but you'll find that in there. And then down here there's objects, so you can actually delete them manually if you figure out how. It's very challenging because it's very easy to corrupt the file. If you do it and you don't really know what you're doing, it's better to just do it the proper way, which is in the game. But if there's an undeletable object, for some reason your game is corrupted, there's an undeletable object, you can actually go in here and delete it. You can delete just the flag of the zoo gate if you want to. In here, see, flag right, and you have to go like this, see, because it opens up a new thing and then it closes it. No, it doesn't. Okay, anyway, so those are kind of the features of the terrain file, and thanks for watching, and I'll get into showing you what it does later. Alright, goodbye.